with really, really bad stuff. So keep fighting, keep resisting, guys. You know, we are the resistance, and we've got to get people up at the top. We've got to get people up at the top who know about this, who know about the technology, who are against it. We've got to give them power to speak out and them power to help us. So we've got to just keep going. We've got to keep going no matter what. And I guess that was the most boring patent I've read. And I didn't really understand a lot about the megahertz they're sending. What I come out with it, I guess, in a layman's, layman's verbiage is that, you know, it does go through a microphone or whatever, or a tape, so they can make a tape of a lot of voices collected, like if they've collected things they've said, and they can loop it, so it'll go from that audio tape or that microphone of them actually speaking into it to a modulator, to an FM modulator, so it can make it so it's not modulating, and then send it in a microwave signal to your head, where actually your brain picks it up as something that it can hear when it's not actually going through your ears. And that's kind of what I get. And you know, it's very easy when you're working with this, and you're sending something to be, I guess, you know, modulated and then turn into a microwave. They're not always. It may sound like a room full of people, but it could be a tape. It could be a tape or something recorded and then modulated and then sent to your head. So it'd feel, because you're a human being and we have natural responses, it would feel like, wow, there's a room of people just sitting around all the time, when it could be, you know, recorded stuff. However, I mean, they can sometimes, you know, sit around a microphone and do it. It's deceit wrapped in deceit, wrapped in violence, wrapped in more violence and lies, wrapped in terrorism, wrapped in lies again. We have to stop this. We have to get these weapons out of these people's hands. They're not responsible. They're not accountable. And the less accountable they are, I've seen them, they just work it up to, like, this guy will say stuff on the V2k like, it doesn't matter, we can do anything we want. Like, he'll say stuff like that. Like, he's worked it up because he's been there the whole time. Since he started saying I like screwing around with this guy, he's been at the point where he's like, I can do anything to this guy. With this technology, I can get away with it. It's hidden in my house. Nobody will believe him. I can make him look crazy. But, like, for the sake of the people around him, who he's trying to, he's like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore. We're doing, you know, he's crazy and stuff like that, so it doesn't matter anymore. And he's trying to work it up. And he'll get worse. He'll get worse. He'll get worse than just yelling, like, you know, we're gonna fucking kill this guy. It'll get worse. As long as he holds those weapons and he remains unaccountable and people are actually covering this up for these people, they will get worse. And it doesn't matter what we do. Like I told y'all, I went a month and a week without any verbal communication. You know, and what happened was the V2k was hitting me, and I'd hear it, and then my thoughts would respond. Like, my thoughts would respond to it, and it really screwed up my brain. It screwed up my thought patterns, and it made the remote neural monitoring a lot more effective on me, because my brain was, like, divided. The focus was divided, so they had a straight line in to just, you know, rip into me. You know, and I've stopped that. Like, I think it's a detriment either way. If you stay silent, it's a detriment, because they're going to get more violent, and they're going to just treat you like a rag doll. If you speak out, you know, there will be people who don't know about this technology who you'll get in trouble with. Like, you'll have cops who don't know. They'll see the surveillance. They'll see you maybe looking like you're talking to somebody who's not there, and then they'll be watching out for you more. So there's detriments, there's penalties for the victims of staying silent or speaking out. And that's what we have to understand. No matter which way we go, these people are going to try and use it because of the deceptive nature of what they're doing. So please understand that. And in my experiences, I haven't decided. I decided this a long time ago that speaking out is better, because it's going to come either way. They're going to hurt me either way. They're going to build it either way. Yeah, I could stay silent and not say one word more in my life, and they are going to build it up and try and get these non-lethal weapons, these active denial system weapons, directed energy weapons, built up to a point where they can kill me. And that's the danger of these things. They're built and they're said by the DoD to be used to, you know, just cause somebody to go away, disperse or whatever. But when you're asleep and they're pointing at you for years and years, wearing down your body, then they become murdering weapons. So they're far from non-lethal. They are lethal, and it depends on the way they're used, which makes them lethal or non-lethal to the human body. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. I hope it was educational. It wasn't really. I'm going to have to like read the patent again to really understand things, but I do understand the simple thing that it goes through a lot. It goes through a microphone or a tape or a CD or whatever of recorded things, and then it goes to an FM modulator, then it goes to the micro. So that I've wondered a lot about why I've had such trouble with that, like when the ELF and the EHF, the high-pitched noise, and then the ELF, what makes my body hurt. You know, I've wondered why those things I've been able to buffer with comparative ease, but the V2k has been a tough one. I have been able to buffer it, but it's been a lot trickier. Alright guys, I love y'all. God bless you. Please stay strong and keep fighting. I'm going to probably be making, you know, tons of videos. I feel like it's what I can do right now, and I need to do more. We all need to do more. This is like, you know, my attackers, they reduce it to like, who cares? It's not a big deal. Like they reduce it down to as if it's not even happening. And that's the point of it, because they're hiding the weapons. It's like it's not even happening for them because they're sociopathic narcissists. But it is a huge thing. It is huge terrorism. It's breaking apart families. It's tearing kids away from mothers and fathers. You know, it's cooking me in my sleep. It's messing with my mind, and it's hurting my family. You know, so it is a big deal. So don't ever let these people make you think it's not a big deal. It's a huge deal. And it's the worst evil I've ever known of in my life. To these target individuals, to us,